Numbers can tell a powerful story. Like 1946, the year Alpha Insurance was founded, or the more than 1 million policies currently in force. Backed up by superior service from a local agent right in your community. For 65 years, we've been right there with you. We're looking forward to the next 65.
For a plan built just for you, contact Talisa Scheichel in Holly Pond.
Smith Lake RV Resort, where you escape the stress. Make it your year-round residential, weekend, or vacation getaway. See nice lakeside lots with scenic natural beauty and terrific amenities. Enjoy an on-site swimming pool, a bath and wash house, boat slips for your boat, special events and shows. Smith Lake RV Resort offers water frontages on majestic Smith Lake. Smith Lake RV Resort at Crane Hill. In for the first TD. On the next.
The tractor, I bought it in 1977. It had a loader on it, a trip bucket, and I needed a tractor for around the place. I had to run a few cattle and horses. Got low hours on it because I didn't use it very much, and so when I restored it, it's in fairly good shape when I restored it. One of the features of it, I slow race with it, and it's a very good tractor for slow racing because of the large flywheel on it. I can get down to real low RPMs. I was up at a farm sale up by Linden, which is by the Canadian border, and they come up and I was low bidder on it, so I got it. It had what they call an 801 hitch on it. It's kind of a modified 3-point hitch. It was fairly new at that time, and you could use it on 3-point equipment. I can run my mower and brush hogs and different things on it without getting a bunch of adapters. I use it for my road trips because it's I've got good brakes on it and got headlights, and some of the trips we go on we have to have lights because we get back late at night. When I first got it, I used it for mowing the fields, brush hogging the fields. Used the loader for cleaning up around the barn, and so it was a working tractor up to about 15 years ago. I had to replace the intake and exhaust manifold. The tractor still run, but big chunks were missing. I like tricycle tractors. They're a little unique. They don't make them anymore, and so it's nice to have one. I got several of them that are tricycle, and I like the sound of the two-cylinder.
Get acquainted with Affordable Automotive in Welty. Affordable Automotive offers a full complement of service features for your car, truck, van, SUV, and other vehicles. Affordable Automotive also features a full line of famous Bridgestone tires. Stop in and check out the quality of famous Firestone and Peerless tires. Get a size and style that you need. Affordable Automotive offers towing service 24/7. Simply call 739-2290. Affordable Automotive, conveniently located in the heart of Welty.
Hi, I'm Leah Patterson-Lust, your probate judge, and I'm seeking re-election in the November general election. The office of probate judge is vital. It serves in many capacities. I'm proud to lead a highly skilled, dedicated, efficient, and experienced office here to serve you in our county. We function as a team. I humbly request your vote, confidence, and support in the general election this November. Vote Leah Patterson-Lust, probate judge.
Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Carolyn Gay Riddle, 57 of Hansville, will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. Miss Riddle passed away on Saturday. Visitation will be tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Funeral services for Mineral Red Green Lowry, age 77 of Coleman, will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Coleman Heritage Funeral Home Chapel. David McDonald will officiate interment at Bethlehem Methodist Cemetery. Mr. Lowry passed away Monday. Visitation will be tonight from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Funeral services for Ronald Hudson Reid Sr., age 71 of Hansville, will be held at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. Wayne Wisner officiates interment in Garden City Cemetery. Mr. Reid passed away on yesterday. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Welcome to Today on 2. It is Wednesday, the 22nd day of August. Hello to Coleman County viewers who are watching us on Charter Cable and people who are watching on the internet, wherever they may be.
That's right, around the world.
We don't know.
That's right. Could be anywhere.
When we do our Know Your Merchants quiz, we may start getting phone calls from Bangladesh.
Oh, that's true.
We just don't know. Maybe the people, when we call for information or tech support that are answering in India, maybe they'll call us.
Yes, that would be good.
And can we understand them any better?
I don't think so.
Well, anyway, we are streaming the program, of course, on the internet every day. Go to channel2coleman.com, and you can even watch previous shows through YouTube.
I think that's
channel2coleman.com. Let's see, you wanted to talk about United Way. You have a big event coming up next week.
Yes, next Tuesday, United Way, of course, is going to be doing their kickoff lunch. Normally it's a breakfast, so I keep calling it a kickoff breakfast, but we changed it around a little bit this year, tried to be a little bit more accommodating to those people who have children that need to take them to school and so forth, and so we're doing a lunch. It's going to be at the Colonel Coleman Room at CRMC in POB 2, and tickets are just $15 a piece. We do have a nice little buffet lunch set up, and so it is really to kick off our campaign 2013. We want to get some people excited and interested in participating in United Way. I've got a good crowd so far. I've got 175 people already signed up, but we could, we can always use a few more. So if you're interested and want to buy a ticket, it's not too late. Yesterday really kind of was my last day, but I'm going to extend it a day or two more. So if you want to call the office, and purchase a ticket, come by the office. We're located at the train depot. But our speaker is Steve Marshall, who is the district attorney from Marshall County, because he is very involved in the United Way there, and he has been their campaign chairman for a number of years. I think he was the president of their board for a while, and now he's their campaign chairman. A very good guy. Can't wait to hear from him. And also, Reverend Busman is going to be doing our invocation. So we're excited. We've got the 125th anniversary that we're celebrating with United Way, and that's the 125th worldwide. Here in Coleman, it's been over 33 years that we've been here in Coleman. So we've got a lot to talk about and a lot to do for next Tuesday. So if you're interested and haven't purchased a ticket yet, you can still do it. Just come by the office or call us. 256-739-2948.
Yesterday, Ray Bookman came by the office. Ray, of course, owns People's Tires. And he reminded me they did a promotional event for the Coleman County schools the year before last. They had a device they set up, I think, at halftime as kind of a contest to throw football through a target. And there you go. You can see a picture of the device. They always had the cheerleaders versus the band.
Oh, okay.
Ray told me that in every instance, the cheerleaders won.
Really? Now, see, I would have thought just the opposite. Very good.
The cheerleaders won. He says they're more athletic than band members.
Oh, okay. We won't go there.
But anyway, the whole purpose Ray came by is he said that they are not using the device this year.
Okay.
And so he is making this available to any charities who would like to use this as a fundraiser.
Very good.
Okay?
Yeah.
And all you need to do is provide the footballs and whatever prize money you want to do, entry fee. It would be up to the charities. But anyway, he's making the device available. All he asks is that you come by People's Tires and reserve the date you want it, bring it back in the same condition that you got it.
Right, yeah.
And so anybody that's looking for something for a fundraiser, especially if schools want to use it for the football season.
Well, and I'm thinking also fall carnivals and things like that. That would be just a little added addition, you know.
Right.
So I think it's really kind of cool. Of course, it's great advertisement for him as well.
Right.
But I think that it's just a unique type thing and a really good thing for us to help promote. So if you're interested, just call over at People's Tires, and they can get you set up, right?
That's
Very
right.
good. Yeah.
Okay, let's do our business for the day in the weather forecast. As if we need to talk about anything different with the weather, brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. Here's the weather almanac for August 22nd. The average high 91, the average low 65. The record, we're back at 2007 again. Record high 104. Record low 52 in 1956. Sunset 7:25. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:14. There's the satellite picture. Now, I don't see the hurricane or the tropical storm, wherever it is, that's headed toward Florida. But people in all parts of Florida are paying attention to what's going on, the West Coast, East Coast, the Keys, and so forth. There you can see the rest of the satellite picture. Here's our forecast for today. Another beautiful day. Sunny today, a high around 87, clear tonight, low 59. Sunny tomorrow, 89, more of the same on Friday, well, the next several days. Highs in the upper 80s instead of the 90s. Slight chance of rain each day, low humidity. Beautiful, beautiful weather.
We just can't beat this. This is just awesome. Yeah.
Enjoy it while we can.
That's right.
Do we have a Facebook friend of the day?
I think we do. Let's see who that is. That's Clarence Harris, and we appreciate him being our Facebook. Where is he? He looks like he might be out in the Gulf or something, huh?
Maybe
or
he's looking for that hurricane.
I bet you he's on a cruise line. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think that's exciting. Well, Mr. Harris also works at Harris Steel and likes Alabama football. See? Everybody likes Alabama football. Very rarely do we get
We've been trying to tell you this.
Am I supposed to switch over to the other side? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
But then we wouldn't be fair and balanced over here. See, if we were all Alabama fans, then who would root for Auburn? I mean, you know, we want to be fair and balanced, don't we?
I see. Well, you said that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of fair and balanced, who's our guest today? We have a gentleman and a lady.
That's right. We are fair and balanced today. We are going to visit with Mr. Howard Rodgers from the Baldwin Counseling Center, and we're going to be talking about, he told me and I've already forgotten, we've talked about several different things. What are we going to talk about?
Educated people live longer?
That's
Is that
right.
what we're we're going to do?
Hey, I like that. That means we all need to go back to school, doesn't
That's
it?
right. Go back to school before you die.
Right, yeah, that's true. And then Erika Mead is here with the Coleman Park and Rec, and we're going to be talking about the Stony Lonesome RV, or OHV Park, whatever it is. Okay, there's a mud run coming up, so we're going to talk about that. So I guess that's what we have lined up, and then George is here.
George is here with more fair and balanced news report and commentary, so stay tuned.
I don't know if I go that far.
Cheyenne, Cheyenne, where will you be camping tonight? Lonely man, Cheyenne, will your heart stay free and light? Dream, Cheyenne, of a girl you may never love. Move along, Cheyenne, like the restless clouds up above.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Time for news and commentary. If you've got something you'd like to share with us, maybe an opinion or otherwise, you give us a call at that number. Don't forget, we're streaming live at channel2coleman.com. You know, the Decatur Daily last week, whenever the county commission decided to go to their annual conference, ACCA conference in Orange Beach, I believe it's down in Orange Beach, they gave the commissioners a real hard time. In fact, all the commissioners except one decided to pay the $1,000 it took to go to this commission, not even including the travel, meals, and that sort of thing. Only one was funded by the county. Do you realize this morning, none of our commissioners are in their office? More than a dozen county employees, including commissioners, are in Orange Beach. Now, where's our newspaper? Where's our newspaper? Where is the coverage of this? And all of this on the county's dime. I don't understand this. I'll be honest with you, folks. I'm learning things now. You know, I got into this business back in 1992 on WKUL radio, and I used to talk about things happening. The very first thing I reported was a county commissioner buying an SUV that was, super extravagant. Just super extravagant. And then I began to start realizing, of course, that the county government's much more open. It has to be. Municipality is a different story. They operate under a totally different set of rules when it comes to meetings and such as that. I have never been more shocked in my life at our current commission and what's going on in that place now. And I wish Kenneth Walker the best in trying to deal with this. More later. Hey, school's back. Be careful. Needless to say, county, I guess, and city school kids going back. Everything seems to be going fine. We have enough money in the county and the city to keep things going without too many cuts, without any cuts. In Berlin, a bad accident yesterday morning. No one killed, but Lord, we had watermelons everywhere. My gosh, 5:40 yesterday morning, County Road 735 and Highway 278 overturned 18-wheeler full of watermelons. That road had to be closed for a while. And speaking of watermelons, what's the biggest pumpkin you ever saw? How about the biggest one in Alabama is grown in Cullman County? Can you believe this? Look at this thing, would you? Trent Boyd in Cullman County, the heaviest, has the heaviest pumpkin, 885 pounds. 885 pounds. The previous record here was 534 pounds. Man, oh man. Let's see, in Minnesota, the Guinness Book of World Records holder has a pumpkin that he grew back in 2010, and it weighed 1,800 pounds. Isn't that incredible? That Miracle Grow works, doesn't it? I guess. That's all I can figure. In Hartselle, the trees in the middle of Highway 31, and there's a pretty sight, you know, the median. They've got those, what are they, Bradford pears, I guess is what they are. State and Hartselle city members, municipal members, not very happy with the state because they say they have to come down. So they are coming down by the end of the year. I guess they are a hazard. Bradford pears, it doesn't take much, what, just about between 5 and 10 mile an hour wind and a limb falls off. Isn't that how that goes? So I guess I can understand that. Morgan County Sheriff's deputies yesterday evening responding to a call, trying to find out about an elderly person having problems, along with the EMT people, get there and the smell of meth is in the air. So the poor guy couldn't breathe. You know, they had to decontaminate every one of them. I didn't realize you had to do that. If you do it wrong, as though there's a right way to do meth, if you do it wrong, I guess things happen, and that's apparently what happened to him. And then at the same time, one of the deputies responding to this and leaving the scene comes upon another meth-making operation in a car, shake and bake kind. If it's not an epidemic, I don't know what it is, folks. And it's scary. To me, it's scary. Mayoral candidates today at the All-State, our Cullman mayoral candidates and a forum. It'll be interesting to see if Verna Hammond, the one who has made so much news the past few weeks, is going to show up and what she will say. What really will be interesting to me is the kind of questions they're going to ask her. You have any TV experience? What will they ask, right? We had a caller last week called and asked me if she was from Cullman. I said, well, I believe she is. Well, where was this show, Jerry Springer, where was that aired? I said, well, it was probably recorded in L.A. or New York, where a lot of these programs are. It was a syndicated program. The caller was upset at me because I didn't have more information. I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that it was on the Jerry Springer show. And that can be found probably on more than one station in Alabama, I suspect. So, and that was 10 years ago. We got the copy of the program, the few shots that we aired, we got it off the internet because the Jerry Springer show has an archive just as we do, you know, and that's where we found that. Absentee ballot applications due tomorrow. If you're going to vote in the city election, voters who plan to mail their requests for absentee ballots for next week's municipal election have until Thursday to send in their application. So heads up if you're going to do that. University of Alabama Director of Athletics Mal Moore hospitalized due to an irregular heartbeat. Last word, they said he was doing okay, though. Mike's Crossroads in Birmingham closed last night. The city council voted to revoke the business license. They've had 2 fatalities in the parking lot or on their premises, people shooting each other. These are things to pay attention to, although I don't think we have to worry too much about that in the city of Cullman when it comes to these kinds of things. Isn't it amazing just how much meanness can happen in a bigger city, though? And that seems to be what's happening. On the Mississippi River, boats backlogged because the water's so low it leaves only a smaller path for these boats to go down the thing. So they've got some 100 to 200 boats lined up to try to get through the narrow passage because of drought, low water levels in the Mississippi River. That's, I guess, near New Orleans. The Republicans are concerned about this Isaac headed their way, the hurricane that Dennis was talking about earlier. Probably next week, due in over the weekend, it'll start making shore. And I looked at the track of the projected path, and some of those winds could reach up here into our neck of the woods. So got to watch. If it rains too much, then you've got trees that are easy to fall over. But not only is a hurricane headed to Florida, but also a vice president. Report saying that he may try to spoil the Republican convention. Joe Biden, bless his heart. I wonder if he thinks he's going to the right conference or convention. Dementia, caregivers for dementia usually are women, but in the past few years, it's become increasingly men. It soared from 19% men caregivers to 40%. 40%. I know I took care of my mother with dementia. That's one of those heartbreaking diseases that you can deal with. It robs anyone who has it of so much dignity, you know, and that really is a terrible thing. Access to fast internet spreading in the United States, but about 19 million Americans still can't get it, as though that's a God-given right. I was watching last night a documentary on the Civil War, or rather on World War II, and they were talking about what it was like during the beginning of World War II. You know, whenever all the Japanese on the West Coast were put in detention camps, and how terrible it was for those people. And it was wrong, it was terrible, but you know what? Whenever you're at war, you do what you have to do to protect yourself, period. And they were talking about how these poor Japanese didn't even have running water during the war. How many of us here in Alabama, of our parents, didn't have running? The only water that ran was from the well to the house during World War II. And we had our own boys fighting in that war. Sorry, just a thought. Stay tuned, more of Today on 2 coming up.
There's something about the moment when you first walk into that new home. It took a lot to get there, but Eva Bank made it easy to get the loan you needed. Eva Bank, as a part of the community, makes lending decisions right here where you live. Our lenders make the process quick and easy with rates you'll love. Visit your neighbors at Eva Bank today and let them help you with your new home loan, manufactured home refinance, or remodel. Eva Bank, part of the community we call home.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Who is the tall, dark stranger there? Maverick is the name. Riding the trail to who knows where. Luck is his companion. Gambling is his game. Smooth as a handle on a gun. Maverick is the name. Wild as the wind in Oregon. Blowing up a canyon. Easier to tame.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Welcome back to Dr. Howard Rodgers from the Baldwin Counseling Center. Howard, good morning to you.
Good morning, Dennis. How are you?
Very good. Thank
you
very much.
How are you?
I'm great. Things are well with you?
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah.
Super.
Okay, now that we're all well.
Like we haven't seen each other in years.
I know. It's been at least a month.
So we're going to talk about how to live longer.
How to live longer. Researchers have very little to do these days, so they do these little mundane studies, and one of the things they found out is that people with education live longer.
And why is that?
Seems to be two reasons. Number one, their lifestyle. They learn different techniques. They actually learn and practice good eating habits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
It does. And they also learned that, exercise really helps.
Oh, so we have to be educated in order to know that?
I don't think we have to be educated, but I think we're exposed to it more, and the way that we develop our lifestyle as a result of what we learn affects how long we live. And they found that people who drink wine also live longer than people who don't.
Well, I'm going to go get me a bottle today then.
I have some in my wine cooler in the basement. But the reason for that was it was the lifestyle of the people drinking the wine. It wasn't the wine. It was the lifestyle. And if you stop and think, educated people are exposed to a lot different environments than people who aren't. If you start out in college as a young person, the environment changes immediately.
Let me throw out this thought. Is it education or is it income?
That's the second. That's the second factor.
Tendency to make more money.
That's the second factor. The lifestyle is a result of the education, and the other factor is people who are educated make more money. And people who make more money can afford a different lifestyle.
And to make better choices. It's really expensive to eat healthy.
It is. It
Or at
really
least
is.
it's more expensive, let's put it that way, than to eat healthy. Yeah.
Well, and then you can afford better health care.
You can afford better health care.
Right.
You can afford better transportation. You can afford better housing. There's just any number of things that...
And less stress.
Sure.
If you're making more money, you have more things and everything, but maybe you're not as stressed about your income. You go to a household that, they're both parents are working and they're struggling to make ends meet. That adds a lot of stress to the person's mind.
What do we do with the children? When do we buy groceries? Can we make the monthly mortgage payment?
Right.
Any number of things.
Right.
And as I was reading through the study, I found it just so very interesting that seemingly one little factor. And we think of education in a lot of ways. Okay, people who are educated have better opportunities and all of that, but to actually affect the mortality rate?
Yeah, that's impressive. That really is. So I guess our key here is for kids to finish high school.
Finish high school, and what they measured was actually the after high school years. Right. Now, I don't know how they did this. I haven't seen, anyone's degrees on tombstones. Maybe they were going through the obituaries.
Oh, he had a
PhD.
He had a BS. He had a BA,
I want my obituary to say Howard Rodgers is dead. That's all you need to say. But from gleaning, I think, through obituaries and talking to people, they discovered that people who are educated are outliving those who aren't. And I thought, this is just amazing.
Right. And I would imagine the education itself, don't you think? Because then you know more about what to make, how to make better choices and things like that.
And we gripe about the things we have to take in college. You have to have so many courses in English and so many courses in health, and it gives you a perspective that people are well-rounded. And I griped about that when I was going to school because I hated biological sciences. I just absolutely hated them. Yeah. But then there's so much that you learn from them. Your metabolic rate and what exercise does to the body, and you can't just lose that. I mean, it doesn't just fall out of your mind, and somewhere you get the aha. Aha. Exercise does help. I wonder, and I don't know, maybe that would be a good study at the Aquatic Center, how many people join but don't come?
Oh, now there's a lot of people that do that, especially in January. They'll join a gym. I'm going to get fit this month, this year. I'm going to do it. That's on my bucket list. That's on my goals. And then after January, February, they get a little burned out and they don't go back. Yeah.
And after I read this study, I walked through there one day, huffing and puffing after I'd done the weights and a couple of the cardio things, just trying to see if there was maybe a pattern of the people in there. And you notice that it's more of the educated people that are in there, because quite a few of them I knew. Now, why is all of Coleman County not going there? Is it because they're not educated? No, it's because they don't have the money.
That's part of it,
well, think about this, too, that if you have a better job, it might be easier to take time off work to go exercise than somebody else.
Yeah. And also, my son-in-law works at a business in Nashville, and that business, along with a lot of others now, are actually helping you incorporate some time off to where you can actually go and exercise during the day, during your lunch hour.
Right.
They've provided like a gym, so that's another thing that. Working in a big business, whatever, they can afford to do that sort of thing, and they can help their employees. And this ultimately keeps their employees healthier and happier,
healthier, and more productive.
They miss less work and so forth and so on. So it's kind of a good cycle,
And it may help the company on health insurance premiums.
Yes, yes,
yeah, definitely.
I read somewhere that. One health insurance company, if you could prove you were going to a gym, and I know when you go in the aquatic center, and they can give you a printout of that if you need it. If you can prove you're going to a gym on a regular basis, you get a reduction. You get a reduction for exercise. You get a reduction for not smoking. If wine is good, maybe they should give you a reduction for drinking wine.
Why are they going to do that, Howard? I think that one's going to come. It's going to take a while for that one to come around.
Maybe we can lobby for that somewhere down the road. But as you look at these studies, they're so interesting just prima facie or right on the face of them, but then when you get to digging down in them and you realize that they are so credible, but there's so many things that you look at, not everyone has the opportunity.
And that
for
is the
education.
Truth. Yeah, that's the truth. But that's where I start with kids have got to at least get that high school degree.
Absolutely.
They can't drop out of school and expect to amount to anything later in life. Those days when guys used to be able to do that back in the day, those are gone.
You got to be an electrical engineer now to operate a piece of equipment, and you just can't.
And once again, like the Army, they don't even want you if you don't have a high school degree. They used to take dropouts, and people they don't want you because you need to be very technical savvy, don't you, in
Absolutely.
order to join the services.
I was having a conversation with a gentleman, young guy, a couple of weeks ago, and he was having difficulty in high school, and he said, my first thought was I'll just drop out and join the Army.
Oh.
He went down to talk to the recruiter, and he said, son, when you get your high school diploma, come back and talk to me. He said, well, how about if I go get my GED? The Army recruiter said you can get your GED, but you've got to have college credit after the GED. If you don't have a high school diploma, you can't join any branch of the service now with a GED.
Right. Yeah. So see,
wow.
I mean, they need to get it.
So you've got to get that, and then you've got to move past that. You can't. We can't depend on the past and what we could do then, dig a ditch or whatever.
Right.
You can't do it.
Right.
And as you improve in your educational abilities, it improves your ability to do other things in life.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do?
Yeah. I will tell you though, I've always been a proponent of, a supporter of going to college. Let's put it that way. But I think now we do need some technical people, and there are technical schools out there. We need electricians, we need plumbers, we need mechanics, we need those kinds of people. And still,
it's education.
It's still education. You've got to get educated in order to be able to do those things. You can't just get out of high school and say, "Hey, I'm going to be a plumber." And
we have a big advantage here in Coleman with the Career Center for high school students and all the technical classes at Wallace.
Exactly.
Wallace will fill any need that you have. You want to work with your hands, they have a program for you. You want to get out with an associate degree and go to work with their nursing program, their respiratory therapist, their physical therapy assistant, they have a program for you. If you want to go on for 4 years, you can get 2 years there and move on. We're blessed in Coleman to have Wallace.
Yep,
we really are.
Very good facility. But I guess the key is that we need to make sure that the kids get their high school degree, first of all, and then do go on. Get some additional education.
It's essential.
Yeah. So those are some good tips that we need to know about. And I wanted to go back to the drinking of the wine. We kind of made fun of that. But I'm thinking that it just relaxes you.
It does.
It kind of gets rid of some stress. I'm not talking about 2 or 3 drinks at night. We're
4
saying
ounces.
We're talking about 1 glass. And it's just to kind of relax you. It helps with your heart. That's why a lot of Europeans don't have heart disease. They don't have as many as we do, for sure.
How about if we have a glass or 2 about 6:25 in the morning?
Hey, that would start me off good. I'll tell you. Of course, don't think anybody could understand me because then I'd start slurring my words.
Relax and be entertaining.
Now, you know what we're going to have to be worried about? We dare not put any kind of glasses in front of us, even if there's water in it, because everybody's going to go, I know what they've got in their glasses.
A good Merlot, Mozart, and Shakespeare.
Oh. Okay.
You can't beat that.
Yes, and that's very educational.
It is.
And, you're getting part of the arts and so forth. So, yeah, not a bad idea, Howard. Now, if somebody wants more information, how do they get in touch with you?
256-737-3087, Baldwin Counseling Center.
So if they have issues, maybe they've been drinking a little bit too much wine, and they need to come see you for that one.
Yes.
Can they talk to you about that?
Or if you're having problems educational-wise, I do a coaching service, and I have worked with people who were studying music, people who were doing sports, in increasing your abilities, your concentration in those areas. So give me a call.
Yeah, you're just a one-stop shop.
We try.
Thank you, Howard.
Thank
we'll
you.
have more of Today on 2 right after this.
We're entirely too lax around here. Now, in the big city jails, they give sobriety tests.
Sobriety test?
Yeah, to find out whether or not a man is sober. And I think we ought to do it here, too.
Well, Barney, I believe a sobriety test is given to a prisoner when you first bring him in. Now, you ought to have done that to Otis last night.
Oh, Andy, you know we couldn't have given a sobriety test to Otis last night.
Well, why not?
He was too drunk.
The Andy Griffith Show, starring Andy Griffith, with Ronnie Howard. Also starring Don Knotts.
Ride of your life. You'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed, and deals too low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it, and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama. It's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from 2 big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
Voting has gone through a lot of changes in America since the days of the early West. Because they were short of pencils and paper at that time, they used various things as ballots. Feathers, beans. In one section of Arizona, they used bullets. If it was loaded, it was a vote for one candidate. And if it was empty, it was a vote for another. If a fellow wasn't careful, his whole campaign could blow up right in his face. Dick Powell. Zane Grey Theater.
Now we're going to give away some prizes. We have the pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center. This is always the prize we have on Wednesdays. A day pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center admits 6 people.
Wow, that's a good deal.
That's right. That's our prize for today. Let's look at some of our ads, and we'll ask you a question, of course, about one of the ads. Starting with Mr. Plumber, locally owned and operated. Adam Burgess is the owner, and he does tank and tankless water heater sales and service, among many other things. Call Mr. Plumber.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, business, men's suits, sports coats, regular sizes, big and tall sizes. Even has 20% off right now his Pima Cotton and his Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing in Coleman.
Uniform Place has summer now going into fall, styles, colors, and comfort. The cargo pant, constructed for comfort, now available at Uniform Place.
And Tires for Less is more than just tires. They can check that air conditioner and do oil changes, minor engine repairs, shocks, brakes. They have 80 years of experience between all of them, and it's great service at a good price, located right there on Highway 31 North, just past 157.
The crew that stands behind you when you need them the most. This is Earl's Body Shop. They do towing. They do, of course, offer 24-hour wrecker service, auto body repair as well on Highway 31 North.
And the Tutor Doctor. See if you need additional tutoring. They can help you. They're experienced, qualified local tutors. They do a free consultation. Visit them on the web at inhometutors-alabama.com.
People's Tires has the HydroMaster tire, a new product. These, a lot of people call them pull-offs, and it's a remold tire. It looks like new and wears not like new.
Fest Hall Market Plots will be open tomorrow and Saturday from 8 until 3, and have just a great variety of fresh vegetables and some home-baked goodies as well, and they accept the Senior Nutrition Program vouchers.
Deb's Bookstore, your hometown bookstore just down the road. New books are 20% off every day. Even if you order a new book, you get it on sale at Deb's Bookstore. There we go with some of our merchant ads for today. Let's talk about pictures in the ads.
Oh, okay.
Tell us who has in the picture, in the ad, all of the employees.
Oh, okay. That's an easy one.
Everyone that works at the business is in the picture. Which one are we talking about? First person with the correct answer receives the day pass to the Wellness and Aquatic Center. 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. Now there's a possibility of more than one business. So tell us which business. All you have to do is name one, but there are more than one. They have all of the employees in the business in the picture.
Oh, we've been showing this ad for a long time now. These people should know.
Yes.
Yeah.
256-734-7399 is our telephone number. Remember, just one winner per household within a 30-day period of time. We're getting there. We got a phone call. Hello, who's calling?
June Nelson.
From where are you calling?
Coleman.
From Coleman. Okay. Tell us one of the businesses where the picture has everybody that works there.
Is it Earl's Body Shop?
That's a good one. Earl's Body Shop. That'll work. Stay on the line, please. Thanks for calling in. Can you think of some others?
The plumbing, Mr. Plumber.
Yeah.
He has his. And Shimmer and Glow.
Shimmer and Glow.
They have theirs. And, well, Deb's Bookstore kind of, it has D and Deb. It doesn't have her mom in there, but...
That's right. There are some other people who work at Deb's Bookstore. But anyway, that's good. That's good. You did well today. Let's look at the rest of the ads. This time we start with Mullins Body Shop on Highway 31 South at Phelan. 52 years they've been doing auto body repair and towing. You can call Sonny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at Mullins Body Shop.
And sweet deals can be had at Dairy Queen. Check this out. Side salad, regular French fries, and just all kinds of combinations that you can get. And they have their 12-ounce shake now for $1.89.
High Tide Sports Grill is on Highway 31 right by Burgess Body Shop. They're open from 3 until 9, Monday through Saturday. They have special events Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, including live music on Saturday night.
Night Free Insurance, providing insurance coverage for 3 generations now. And they have won the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners. This is Night Free Insurance.
There's Shimmer and Glow Tanning Boutique, and there you can see Amanda and Jessica. They are the owners. They have all sorts of tanning, spray tanning, tan beds, stand-up tanning. Right now they're having a summer sale on clothing that's available at Shimmer and Glow.
And you can open the door to history and fine prints at Renard's Gallery and Gifts. They, of course, have jewelry. They can do a great job of framing. They have prints for sale. You can visit them on the web at renardsgallery.com.
All it takes is charisma and Doug Doggett Jewelers. Women change hairstyles, clothes, and minds. Now you can change jewelry. That's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers.
And there's Baldwin Counseling Center, and we just spoke with Mr. Dr. Howard Rodgers, and if you're having a problem, you need to talk, you want some privacy, just give him a call, 256-737-3087.
The fitness opportunities available at the Wellness and Aquatic Center include the indoor rubberized walking track, a lot of walkers, a good way to stay in shape without really pushing yourself too hard. Just do a little bit of walking every day.
It's good for you.
Okay, those are the merchant ads. How about birthdays for today?
Let's see. It looks like we do have one. If we can get Misty Stewart has a birthday today, and her name will be put into the drawing on Friday, where they have the possibility of winning that 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
And the weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Make the switch to Mitch. It'll be a beautiful sunny day today, high around 87. Clear tonight, low of 59. Mostly sunny tomorrow with a high around 89.
I'm open for opinion, Sergeant. What's yours?
Well, I figure we have about an hour and a half.
Before what?
We know what's back there coming our way. Tanks. When they catch up to us, we'll be sitting ducks. Period.
Combat. A Selmer production.
Ride of your life. You'll find it at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales in Coleman. I'm talking about sharp cars and trucks that'll get you noticed and deals too low to believe. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it and find it for less at Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales. Come on, North Alabama. It's time you had a sharp set of wheels and a really good deal. Billy Ray Taylor Auto Sales, serving you from two big lots, Highway 31 North and 31 South in Coleman, Alabama.
Erika is with the Chamber of Commerce, and she's here actually to talk about an event that's upcoming. It's a mud race going to be held at Stony Lonesome. Tell us a little bit about that. Who decided to do this mud race? It almost sounds like mud wrestling, you know? I mean,
It'll probably get a little bit like that towards the end. The Chamber spoke with the County Parks and Rec, who have Stony Lonesome OHV Park, and we decided that these mud runs go on all across the country, and they draw large numbers of people. So we thought, wow, what a great thing to incorporate into Oktoberfest. So we decided that the last Saturday of Oktoberfest, October 13th, we would host a mud run at Stony Lonesome OHV Park. So the Chamber of Commerce and Stony Lonesome, they went together, and so we're planning our mud run.
Well, very good. Well, there are going to be a lot of activities that day. I know that the barbecue cook-off will also be taking place that weekend as well. So they see these people get all just worked up and ready for food, and then come on over to the barbecue, right?
There you go.
A lot of activities, though, going on that week. So this is going to be a kind of like at the end, a grand finale kind of thing.
Yeah, we decided to do it that day just because we needed to do it on a Saturday, and so we decided that last Saturday would be great. And then when everybody's done, they're muddy, they're wet, they want to go maybe have a beverage. We head them back into the city.
That's right.
And they have a nice afternoon, and they enjoy the entertainment and stuff that they've got here in the city for them.
So you're expecting people from all over then? They bring in their four-wheelers and three-wheelers and things
Well, no,
like
this
that?
is actually a 5K run. So you're running on feet. It's 5Ks. You're running through obstacles. You're running through mud. A good way to describe it is kind of like what you think of boot camp as being, except we're through the mud. So they're going to be running through tires, up walls, through nets, that kind of thing.
Oh my goodness!
So it's a 5K
So this is
run.
not riding on a vehicle. This is running.
This is yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They will get money.
I was wondering what's she going to do? Spray them as they go by, especially if we don't have any rain. You know, we need some rain. But you can make artificial little ponds and puddles and stuff so that they have to run through that.
Yeah.
So are we talking about serious runners here that normally participate in 5Ks, or you're just talking about it's more of a fun run than anything?
It is a fun run. This year we're not going to be timing it, and a lot of these mud runs aren't timed because it's just hard to do.
Yeah.
So this is more of a fun run where you go out and you pay your money, and the great thing about it is 50% of the proceeds are going to be going to Veterans Memorial Park over at Sportsman's Lake. So you're doing it for a charity as well as fun. You can either come as a single or you can come as a team. And so it's just a way to, go out, have fun, and there's there is a large following for these of people who are just, you're challenging yourself. You're not running against other people.
Right.
You're more seeing if you can do it. And so that's really the challenge of the run.
Almost like a triathlon kind of thing, except you're not swimming, but you're running through mud.
Is it like an obstacle course?
Yeah.
It is. There's going to be, I know the guys down at Stony Lonesome are working really hard on putting the track together, but it's going to be, I know there's going to be tires involved. You're going to have to run through the tires. You're going to have to climb a wall. You're going to have to go through monkey bars. I wanted them to put electricity into it, but we figured that might be a little dangerous.
Whoa, this woman's wild. Like you get shocked if you get out of the lane or something.
You would be surprised. Doing research about this, there are a lot of races that they actually have like electrical fences that you have to go under, and if you touch them, you get shocked. And we all thought, we're not going to worry about that one.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. People shooting weapons, too.
Don't put your head up.
So this really is going to be an endurance type thing.
It really is. It's like you said, it's more like the triathlon type people are the ones that are more doing this versus the people who are just running the 5Ks for a time. They're running, this is more of a, let's actually see what I can push my body to do and see if I make it to the end versus I know I can make it. It's just more of a time that I'm going for.
Now you need to appeal to the guys that are over at the oh goodness, they're over on Highway 69 and they have the what do we call them? They're soldiers, but they're
National Guard?
National Guard. Oh my gosh, it wouldn't come. Senior But yes, you need to appeal to those kinds of guys because this is kind of training that they get.
Yeah, we're really hoping that we can get the National Guard unit, and I know a lot of them are deployed right now, but if we can get anybody that's not there to actually come and act as, yell at the people as they're going over the obstacles to really push them there. Like you see the drill sergeants.
Yeah. It's going to be really tough stuff then. So you're hoping that people are just like from all over. So how are you going to appeal to these different people? Do you send out information on the internet or newsletters or what do you do?
Yeah, a lot of the marketing that we're doing is going to be on the internet. It's going to go on running websites. It's going to go on ATV and OHV websites. As well as getting in touch with the running clubs and just kind of getting the information out there, as well as we're planning on putting flyers in the fitness centers here in town, as well as Huntsville and Birmingham, just to get people to come. We another reason for the race, we're trying to build awareness for Stony Lonesome OHV Park because a lot of people know it's there, but they don't really know a lot about it. So this is really a great way to get 300 people or so there to see it, to where they're going to want to come back.
Now, do you expect very many women?
You'd be surprised. With our research, there's probably at least 50% or more of the people who do these races are women.
Wow.
So it's really split down the middle on, the women who, they might not have a lot of time. So well, let's just go do this one, challenge yourself, and go back home, that kind of thing.
I'd be getting stuck in the tires. I don't know if I could even do the tires. So how do you train for something like this?
To be honest, of course you have to have endurance,
Sure.
But then also, you want to do those little drills. You want to definitely work strength. I would say a lot of weight training is going to be involved. It's just, I'm doing a lot of yoga to get ready.
Okay, now wait a second. Well, you're doing yoga to get ready for this? Is that really going to help you?
It really, there's going to be a lot of falls when I'm running. So the flexibility and just being able to move around, and yoga is a strength trainer too. So
yeah, it is. So
will there be different categories for runners, or just one race for everybody?
We'll probably do it in different heats. So the first one will go off at 9 o'clock, and then we'll have another one at 9:30, that kind of thing. But no, there's not going to be different categories because we're not timing and we're not really giving away prizes.
Okay.
I guess it's just a matter of completing it.
And
it's a self-fulfillment type thing. If I complete this, then, yay for me kind of thing. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so goodness. Now, that's that last Saturday. How do they register?
You're going to go online to Stony Lonesome's website, which is stonylonesomeohv.us, and there's a link then to the website that you can register on, and you can pay online and get it all done that way. Or if you want to call the Chamber or the OHV Park, we can get something worked out to register.
Now, how much is the fee?
It is for a single person, it's $60, and for a team of 4, it's $150 or $160.
Okay.
So it's not cheap to do, but again, 50% of the proceeds are going to the Veterans Memorial Park. So we're very happy about that.
And that's a good cause as well. So you should attract more I think military and retired, veterans and things like that want to be a part of this, and and they've been training. Man, this is going to be old hat for some of them, huh?
Exactly. Yeah. We're going to try to get the word out on Redstone Arsenal to see if they can kind of get a group there together and send them down. So
that would be a fun afternoon to come and do that. Now you're at the chamber. What are some things happening at the chamber?
Oh my goodness!
All kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, right now we're actually in the middle of our chamber blitz. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen, our representatives going around town looking for, people who want to sponsor things, getting new membership, really getting the word out. Leah Bolin, as our interim president, has been doing a fantastic job just talking with everybody and kind of just, putting that smile on everybody's face about the chamber again. So that's very exciting.
And do you have any, are you working towards getting a president? I guess you call that the president, right?
Yes.
Yes.
They've got a committee together, and they're going through all the resumes and the applications they've gotten. So we don't have a date or anything like that set yet, but they are working on that. So.
Okay. So that's going to be coming up soon, and they'll be announcing that. But in the meantime, Leah Bolin has been serving as your interim. And I think it's because she just doesn't want that position. Is that correct? Or as a full-time job?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's offered to do this just temporarily?
Yep.
Okay. But otherwise, she's doing a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the chamber's always busy. There's always things going on over the chamber, and y'all are always trying to bring in new businesses and help the businesses that are here. So this is a good thing. It's a very good thing. And what's your position there?
I'm the Director of Tourism and Recreation.
Okay, so that's a fun one.
I have the fun job.
Yeah. So do you get to travel much?
I do. I do a lot of traveling with as far as going to shows and that kind of thing. And right now I'm supposed to be at the governor's conference and down at the beach, but there was too much going on and I wasn't able to go this year. So I do. I really do have a great job. And then I also work with the ambassador program, so I get to go to the ribbon cuttings in town, and so I really get out and get to meet a lot of people. So.
And how long have you been there?
I've been about 2.5 years now.
Okay. So. All righty. Well, very good. Well, of course, one more time, the Stony Lonesome OHV run, mud run.
It's officially the Coleman Oktoberfest Mud Run, hosted by Stony Lonesome OHV Park.
Okay. And that's this last Saturday in October, at the end of, it's October the 13th.
Yes, which is the last Saturday of Oktoberfest.
Right. So if anybody wants to register, they just need to go to your website. Tell us your website one more time.
It's StonyLonesomeOHV.us.
Okay. And they can register, or they can just come and watch, I bet you, huh?
Oh, yeah. We plan to have a lot of spectators just to watch everybody get muddy. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, Erika.
Thank you.
We'll have more Today on 2 coming up next.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
And now it's time for our community billboards, brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And, of course, next Tuesday, August the 28th, is the big Campaign 2013 kickoff lunch for United Way. They're celebrating the 125th anniversary of United Way Worldwide. It's not too late if you want to buy a ticket. They're just $15. You can buy one at the United Way office or give them a call, 256-739-2948. And A Hearing Loss and You is a lunch and learn seminar, and that's going to be presented by Dr. Bruce Morgan. That's going to be on Thursday, August the 30th, from 11:30 to 1 p.m. That's also in the Colonel Coleman Room at CRMC, and it's brought to you by Women First and Senior Choice. And if you have a community billboard you want to share, you can send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com. You can fax it to 256-734-7680, or you can Facebook us, be a friend on Channel 2, spell out the number 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast, sunny today, a high of 87, clear tonight, low of 59, sunny again tomorrow with a high of 89. And coming up tomorrow on Today on 2, who do we have?
We're going to continue our interviews with the Fair Queen representatives, and Miss Rachel Pearsall from West Point High School will be here, and then Ann Mullins from the Better Business Bureau.
That's our program for today. Remember, we stream live every day on the internet, channel2coleman.com, and archive the shows on the same website. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.